everybody, good morning, good morning. This little munchkin scared the shit out of me. If you have, don't bite me, don't bite me, don't bite me, don't bite me, don't bite me. If you haven't seen it, well, you know where to go, right? Right? Do you? Well, check out this video right now for the day 4 of our ab challenge, and you're gonna see how she scared the shit out of me. But today we are in our day 4 of week 3 slim down, and we are doing stretch and revive, because after all the strength, the booty call, and the low impact cardio, we need now to stretch and let our body relax. So it is time to start. Let's go, guys. I believe in us, and I'm so proud of us. So proud. So proud, so proud. I'm like the next Michael Jackson.
Joined myself, Caroline Pierce, for this stretch and revive series of exercises.
I'm
so if you are
joking
feeling
too.
tired, sluggish, and just feeling like your muscles need a little bit of invigoration, then this is the workout for you. We're basically going to do 45 seconds per exercise, non-repeat, so you just transition with me. So if you are ready, find your spot in the middle of the mat with your feet together, and we do a nice deep chair squat position with those arms circling backwards. Let's go. So nice and low with those squats, reaching those fingertips overhead and then circling those arms backwards. As you start to feel more invigorated and warm in your thighs, you can go a little bit deeper. So we're getting maximal range of motion. So really go through the full range. One more backwards. And then I want you to transition to forward movement with those arms now. So it's almost like you're doing a butterfly stroke. You're round in the back as you bring those arms overhead, as if you're clawing through the water. So really reach, pull that water underneath the body for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Clasp your hands behind your back. And you can just kind of cycle or step your heels up and down, or you grip those hands behind your back, opening out the chest, feeling that nice stretch across the pectoral muscles. Now bring the feet together stationary. And from here, I want you to drop down, lower that chest towards your knees, towards your thighs. You can have a slight bend in the knees if you want to. And then you're gonna release the hands and place them on the ground. From here, just sway those arms side to side. It's kind of like a mobilization for that lower back. And as you do so, just slowly weave your way back to a starting position and back to standing. I want you to take the feet wide into this straddle position. You're gonna bend and lean across to one side, taking those fingertips across the body, and then transition towards the other side. So alternating sides, nice dynamic stretch, invigorating, creating that pre-tension in the quads, that nice stretch across the body, always taking those fingertips as far as you can from one side to the other. Just try and reach a little bit further for me with every stretch. Good job. And build up that pace a little bit. This is the kind of excitability factor I was talking about for the muscles. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep those feet where they are, toes facing forward. You're gonna bend forward, hinge forward, and you place those hands on the floor. From here, you're just gonna shift those hips backwards and forwards for me. So just rocking, shifting those hips backwards and forwards, easing into the stretch, don't force anything. Now you're gonna walk your hands towards one side, get your chest as close to your leg as you can, and then move towards the other side. We're just gonna keep transitioning from side to side. If one side feels a little bit tighter, you can hang out there for a few seconds longer, but keep moving from side to side, feeling like you get deeper into the stretch every time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're now going to sit yourself on the floor, one leg straight, the other bent with the foot on the inside of the thigh. So from here, we're going to reach forward to get a nice stretch through the hamstring, as well as in that gluteus medius area. So hold it for a beat, Then once you feel comfortable, you're gonna slowly and dynamically lean into the stretch and then back to an upright position. Being in and out of that stretch. One more time. And now you're gonna walk your hands towards the bent knee. So across the body, get that back nice and flat still, lower that chest towards the knee, and then walk it back to the other side. One more, reach forward, 2, 1, and then switch to the other leg. So it's actually the same thing. Straighten out the other leg, foot goes on the inside of the thigh, find that comfortable sitting position, and then you're gonna lean forward, hold it for that beat, establish that position, and then dynamically stretch into it. Feels good, huh? We kind of feel a simultaneous stretch through the hamstring of the straight leg and the gluteus medius, the hip of the right leg. Keep it working. Nice work. Down again, walk those hands across to the knee. Nice work. Straighten that back, flatten it out, lower the chest, and then walk it back to that foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, both legs are gonna be bent now. This is actually one of my favorite dynamic exercises. So you're gonna place the flat of your foot on the inside of the thigh, hands on your hips. From here, you're gonna sit up, squeeze the glutes, press the hips forward, and sit back again. So sit up, squeeze the glutes, press the hips forward, and sit down again. So we're really getting a stretch through the quads and the hip flexors. We're working to get some activity, some activation in the glutes, and all the while the core is staying strong. So we can do one more, and then we're gonna switch sides. And down, and then switch your legs over. So now the foot's to the other thigh. Get yourself comfortable, hands on the hips, and the same thing. Sit up, squeeze those hips forward, and down. Nice job. You got this, guys, good work. Pressing for 3, 2, and 1. Now laying on your front now, we're gonna go into a cobra, but we're gonna do a progression. So you're gonna start with your forearms on the ground, lift the chest, and you're just gonna sway or dip your shoulders towards the ground or from side to side. Once that starts to feel comfortable, I want you to come up onto your hands, take the forearms off the ground, and this half cobra position. Just bending from side to side. Once that feels comfortable, you're gonna straighten out those arms and then get into a full cobra stretch, dipping, twisting, rotating through this stretch. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now laying on your front, we're gonna have our arms stretched out wide, and you're gonna take your foot across the body towards your hand, back, and to the other side. So flow from side to side. A really good stretch for that lower back. Mobilizing the lower back. Sometimes can feel a bit restrictive if it's not something you've done before. It will really help with that lower back and that thoracic part of the spine. 15 more seconds. Nice job. You got this. Really see if you can reach that foot as close to the hand as possible. 3, 2, and 1. Now coming up into a child's pose position. So onto all fours, then sit back into child's. Reach those fingertips forward as far as they can go. Stretch through the latissimus, the lats. And then you're gonna press the hips forward and then back into child's pose. Press the hips forward and then back into child's pose. Come up now onto all four. And I want you to then swing your outside arm, one of your arms forward and back. You kind of want to slightly bend your fingertips so you don't scrape the floor or lean off to one side, but we're just getting a nice dynamic stretch, mobilization going on around those shoulders. And switch to the other arm. Keep it working, keep it moving. Really get that arm swinging. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands on the hips, staying in this kneeling position. You're gonna step through, push the hip forward, stretch out the quad and the hip flexor, back to kneeling, and to the other side. So keep it working, transitioning with me. Really stretch out that hip flexor and quad as you shift from side to side. So you can push a little bit further every time. Nice work. You got this, guys, all the way. Another 10 seconds. If you do a lot of sitting, whether it's at a desk, driving, whatever it might be, hip flexors get tight. They can often lead to problems with your lower back. So always include some kind of hip flexor and quad stretch like this. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, now I want you to get into a 4-point position. This is the activation part of this workout. You're gonna lift those knees about an inch off the floor. From this position, you're gonna push back into downward dog. Feel that stretch through the calf muscles, and then back to that activation position with the knees off the ground. Let's go. Good job. So stepping it through, or should I say jumping it back, to really stretch out the hamstrings and the calf muscles and activate those quads, energize those quads as we hover in that 4-point position. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk those feet forward and meet me in a plie squat or a low sort of yoga squat position like this. You're gonna round your back forward. From here, you're gonna lift up onto your toes, open out your chest, and then come back down into that yoga squat position. So let's flow through. Really lift, open up the chest, and then come down, chest toward, chin towards the chest. Open up and back down. So really activating the thighs, expanding the chest at the top, working those shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up. Oh, feel the quads to a standing position. We're gonna finish reaching up overhead, really, really stretching, and then twist or reach from side to side. Stay with me here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Circle those arms around. That is your stretch and revive workout with myself,
Wow.
Caroline Pierce. Hope you enjoyed that one.
I feel amazing. Wow, I feel so great. I feel so good. How do you guys feel? How did you enjoy that workout? How was it? That wasn't hard at all to do. Just a little bit of stretches. I mean, everyone should do them. No excuses. Every single person should be able to. Even you, Lala. Even you. You sleepy, sleepy, sleepy pooty cat. No, yes, it is a real cat. Yes, see. Say hello, Lala. Say hello. Say hello, cutie. Say hello, cutie. Say hello, cutie. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello. Oh, 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 oh. See, even Lola is working out now. Are you working out? Are you working out? High five. High five. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for working out with me on this day 4, and I hope to see you guys all tomorrow. Have all a fun, fudging-tastic day, night, from wherever you are. Love, Cleo. Mwah.